Jacob, I greet you. When Obi wins, like everybody will be happy. One day Tinubu win, and they fear to post the poster. Bongoli con they call me for background. It is not fair now. When Atiku people win, when Obi people win, you they post their poster. Why no one poster one? Because I know say they go drag me. So, good evening. So make una dey think do I want a president whose followers are so toxic that in a game where they won more than Tinubu, the day Tinubu wins, I cannot post Tinubu? Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. I was having a conversation with Ngoli today. And Ngoli said something. He said, the average Nigerian, and I agree with him 100%, does not have the intellectual capacity to comprehend a conversation that needs depth. If you want to support Obi, feel free, be my guest, support anybody you want to support. But stop making people feel bad for choosing what they want to do. Nigeria's zone is bad. Google Nigeria average IQ. Then Google the rest of the world. You will understand. The average person across the world will struggle. The average person in Nigeria, I don't know if it's because of religion or culture, we struggle with critical thinking. I wish I could bring Bongoli here to come and explain this thing to you. But I don't get energy. I'm a Yoruba man. I'm interviewing a Hausa man. And you are saying I'm a tribal bigot. Why? 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 For me, the only person that can really rule this Nigeria is Omoyele Sowore. That's the only person I believe can rule Nigeria. I don't believe Obi can. I'm sorry. I don't believe Obi can. And one of the reasons why is anybody that's trying to run anything with a mob mentality will always fail. I don't really care about politics. Do I believe in Tinubu? If you were to ask me, I'll say, a trials in power reach. Do I believe Obi will have done better? No. Do I believe Omoyele Sowore will have done better? Possibly. Obi? No. My opinion. Last time I checked, I'm entitled to it. If you cannot respect me and my opinion, I will not respect you and your own. Nobody can save Nigeria. So Obi will not do better than Tinubu in education and overspending. I don't want to go into the argument. Because like I said, when they look for who was set trap for. Obi has many positives. He also has many negatives. I personally do not think that he can do better. I've said it over and over again.
Yes, he's a bad. Can't eat me.
It's your mom's shit. You didn't close my fridge the other time, my darling. So everything will start defrosting. Some of this fish, this is the nicest fish they made in this house. Ah, it's mine. No, help me bring it. You want some?
Yeah.
You don't like nuts?
You left it.
No, I just left it open today. I just opened it today.
Yeah.
Left it open for a few minutes. Come on now.
Minutes.
Yes, now. No, but now I come home. I don't eat cashew. Should I leave the cashew for you?
Okay.
Why?
I'm not really a fan of cashew.
Hmm?
I'm not really a big fan of cashew.
Okay, my darling. Thank you for being so nice to me. This fish was too nice. I shouldn't leave the cashew for you. I'll leave it for your mom. Very nice and fresh. Come and take one. Do you also force your children to eat? Oh, that's not bad. Obi is not a bad leader. He can fix Nigeria. I don't believe he can do better than Tinubu. My teeth where they manage this thing won't break them now. Huh? Go ahead, ask your question. I'm not allergic to it, but it makes me bloated. It makes me very uncomfortable. I'm not allergic. I can eat it. So someone said they wanted to ask a question. Go ahead. I believe even Atiku will do better than Obi. I'm not swayed by online sentiment. Please. For me, the best candidate is Omoyele Sowore. Before 2023, I probably have chosen Atiku over Tinubu. But now Tinubu has experience as a president, while Atiku has experience before Tinubu has experience as a governor. So for me to be Showore, Tinubu, Atiku, then probably Obi. But there's one thing I always say. I never look down on his opinion. The kind of rain we dey this year. We day March, rainfall for December, rainfall for January, rainfall for February. The one wey dey fall for March now like in this present administration. My problem with that kind of question is, what has Nigeria done to earn enjoyment?
I wouldn't say not professional. I wouldn't use that. They could have showed some parts where they were leading questions that were posed to Mr. Bola, where he had more opportunity to explain aspects of what the government is doing. I remember Councillor Ajisola's question, Mr. Mayor Adesura's question, I believe 3 questions that were, if you like, questions in favor of the government. Just remember allow those questions. So, and that is why you see that what the world saw was 49 minutes. Actually, it was supposed to be 1 hour. So those other parts were not included in what was shown to the world. And for a balance, those questions, leading questions where people ask about the student loan program of the government, for example, the questions that were shown were somewhat, if you like, antagonistic questions. Those questions that did not tilt towards the government. So I think that's where they could have, had a balance of what they showed to the world.
Wow.
That was the case. I myself, I wanted to ask questions because obviously in such a setting, you always know that there will be those that support the government, and there will be those that also oppose the government among the attendees. And about 50% of the attendees were actually university students. Within around the central London areas. So it was a knowledgeable crowd, very logical crowd, and so I think there could have been better balance of the session. I particularly do not have any problem with what has gone viral in terms of Mr. Bola's responses. What I can, as somebody that was there, what I think happened really was that Mr. Bola did not want to respond to those questions. And if you see the videos, you could see that I was not happy with those sentences, because it appeared that he didn't want to answer them. Because at the beginning of this session, he had already those aspects regarding his past positions about Mr. President. So it appeared that he didn't want to answer them because they were not particularly difficult questions to respond to. We teach law students that people can change their position. People can always change their positions, particularly in partisan politics. So there's nothing wrong in having spoken for the position. And when new facts emerge, or when circumstances demand, you decide to be put. So what Mr. Bola has done, there's nothing wrong with it. You can change positions. So I just think that he didn't want to answer them. And so people should not think that he told lies. I don't see it as telling lies because those questions, he has responded to them. in many fora, in both domestic and international media. Mr. Bola has responded why he made those statements and the reason why he has changed. And so it's not something denied what he has said, because there are other videos and other appearances he has made where he has changed and joined Mr. President. And so I think there is a need for that clarification. And indeed, many of us after this session, we also made videos. I can send you some of them. Strong, in my own opinion. And if you were there as part of the attendees, you'll find out that there were many times that we all clapped. That is, we all clapped for Mr. Bola in response to his very concise and logical responses to the questions. But obviously, what other people watched or what was shown, those those that support Mr. President, because the crowd was a mixture of everybody. You know, if you have been to London, you know, it's a mixture of everybody.
I reset the internet. Yeah. All right, so we're back. Voila. All right, guys. Sorry, I had to take a quick break. Trying to set up back. This whole Starlink that everybody has been shouting about is horrible for YouTube. It's very horrible. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've spent so much money. I'm not getting the desired results. All the whole Starlink promises. I'm very disappointed, to say the least. I expected so much more from Starlink. I expected way more than what we are getting. Way more than this. By a wide margin. This is not what I expected from Starlink. This is not what I expected at all. At all. This is not what I expected at all. So let's go. Aha. So we're going to be on for 30 more minutes. After that, we're done. Okay, so I'm waiting for the gentleman to join us again, and you be free to ask him questions. I don't know, network is so crazy bad today. Ayodeji, how are you doing? Sorry, network is really crazy. We've never had it this bad. I'm about to give up. I'm genuinely about to give up. I can't even see the followers to invite. So please, if you remember his name, okay. Obiajunwa, that's his name. The gentleman from Ebonyi State. So I don't know if he's here. I'm trying to chat him up. I just sent him a message. All right, he's back. Thank God. Okay. So we're going to listen to him. And guys, feel free to ask your questions. Feel free to send me a request to be part of it. Okay?
Okay, Daddy Freeze.
Yes.
Welcome back.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So, can you take us from the beginning for those who are just joining us or who missed out on the conversation for one reason or the other?
Okay, I was explaining that I was at a session where, at the Al Jazeera head-to-head session, where Mr. Dana Obala was interviewed by Mehdi Hassan, and that there were some parts that were edited off in the interview. You know, what was shown to the world. There were about, let's say, 15 minutes was edited off. And in my own opinion, those 15 minutes did not provide adequate balance of the discussion, particularly because those 15 minutes are some of the other areas where Mr. Daniel Bala was quite strong in his submissions and, of course, discharging his duties, which is the defense of the government, and explaining some of the things that the government is doing. And so those were edited off. And the crowd was a mixture of people, many people were, of course, the Nigerians there, many that were supporting the government and those that opposed the government. And there were also many non-Nigerians that were in the crowd, part of the attendees. And so the questions that enabled Mr. Daniel Bala to speak more in favor of the administration of President Tinubu and some of the projects and that he is executing were edited off. I, particularly off the cuff of my head, I remember two people, Councillor Babatude Ajisola, who is a councillor here in the UK, and Mr. Mayor Adesira asked questions, or if you like, leading questions, where Mr. Daniel Bala explained more in favor of the government. Those were edited off. And so the questions that the world saw, that was broadcast to everybody, questions that you know, if from the tone and everything, you can deem to be not in favor of the government or antagonistic of the government. But overall, Mr. Daniel held his own, held his ground. The 4 to 8 minute clip that's gone viral, which I featured because I'm the guy, like I said earlier, I'm the guy in the green sweatshirt. So those parts is, you know, it's a function of today's media where there is sensationalism. And so it's unfortunate that those few episodes, or those few parts have overshadowed what, in my own opinion, was a great outing up to that point by Mr. Daniel Bala, because he responded to the questions. You know, many people have seen it. You know, he responded to the questions well. And I said earlier to you that, in my own opinion, I think Mr. Bala was not denying that he did not make the representations he made prior to joining President Tinubu. In my own opinion, he did not want to respond to them, particularly because he has responded to them many times in domestic media and international media. In many fora, he has responded to them. And during the head-to-head as well, I think at the beginning point, he alluded to some of them and why he has changed his position. And I also explained that change of position is not extraordinary in the normal course of events and in the normal course of life. People change positions, particularly where there is a new information that disproves the basis upon which a previous position was held. In partisan politics and during election campaigns, some information are not well researched, are not diligently scrutinized sometimes. And so some of the positions that are held during election campaigns sometimes are not particularly the full picture you know. And so if Mr. Dada has changed his position now, and has explained why I mean, I think that's one of the easiest questions in life when people ask you to explain why you have changed position. So if he has changed his position now on the basis of working in alliance with the president to enhance sustainable economic development in a country, I do not think it's something bad, really. Everyone changes position in situations. And so that's what I said earlier.
All right. Let me bring people who can ask you questions. Guys, feel free. Remember to be respectful.
Good evening. How are you? Hi, Daddy Freeze.
Hi, brother. How you doing?
I'm all right.
All right. Go ahead.
Yes, I just listened to my brother that spoke now. I think he's just doing damage control. I don't know how he was able to calculate that it was exactly 15 minutes. You know, I don't
He
know if
was there.
5 minutes.
He was
No,
there.
he was there. I know he was there because he said 15 minutes was edited out. Well, that is part of the damage control. First and foremost, Daniel Boala clearly stated when he was some of the things he said were quoted to him verbatim. He said, "I did not say that." Was that edited in or edited out? Which of the above? So I know that there was probably a clip. If you watch the full video does not have anything that shows them playing the scenes when he said those things. But of course, there's a shorter video that has that. But if you go and watch the full video, there's nothing there that shows during the interview where they showed anything.
Even the full video, you need to listen and not be biased. Yeah. According to Daniel Boala, even the full video on YouTube was still doctored. According to him, he was on my live earlier on. Now, this gentleman here is saying something like that. When I spoke to Mr. Boala off the camera, you know my stance. I don't really care for any particular political candidate. I believe I'm not democratic. I'm authoritarian. I don't believe in democracy. Never have, never will. I believe democracy gives opinion to the incompetent.
Can I come in, please?
Sorry, before let me just establish myself. Okay. I believe a professor who studied political science and has his PhD in political science in democracy has the same opinion as a hawker who is selling plantain in traffic. That's my problem with democracy. Everybody is equal, but is everybody really equal? Some people are, you see, when everybody is equal, the best showman now sways the public. Because you are going to entertain the public and appeal to their emotions. If you're a scientist, there's the first thing you know about science is there's no emotions. You split a rock, you find potassium. If you don't find potassium, there's a problem. It cannot be that the rock was having a bad day. Any day you have 2 atoms of hydrogen, if I'm correct, to 1 atom of oxygen, it is water. Water cannot be having a bad day and then it will be H2SO4 because water is having a bad day. The moment it is H2SO4, it is no longer water. That is science. But you see, democracy, on the other hand, just requires you to be able to stir up everyone who has an equal opinion, and then you get majority on your side. You are not swaying them with facts. You are not swaying them with anything except emotions. That's my take. I have never, if you joined Free Nation earlier, when I first started, I used to say Free Nation is not a democracy. But in this particular instance, I am being democratic because we are in Nigeria and we have a democratic government. I will give the same airtime to Peter Obi as I will give to Tinubu, as I will give to Sowore, and as I will give to Atiku. So, if Daniel Bwala, I understand where Daniel Bwala is coming from. I used to support Atiku. I'm no longer supporting Atiku. Now I'm supporting Tinubu. My only problem was, and I said that in my first video, my only problem was he made it look like he was caught in a lie. And then he tried to explain that, look, it's not like he was caught in a lie. There was a deliberate ploy, according to him, to make him look in a certain type of way. Now, this gentleman was present in the filming of this particular episode. Do I fault Daniel Bwala? If Renu Omokri would have gone there and said the Supreme Court said, now that Renu Omokri once came out and said Tinubu does not have a certificate. Then Renu Omokri went to University of Chicago and now said Tinubu has a certificate. You can change your mouth. Is allowed to change your mouth. I don't hold anybody hostage. So you see, what people are now trying to do is, oh, because he's changing from here to here, he's bad, he's a liar, he is this. There's one very important point that Bwala raised when he was on my live. He said, I was working for the opposition. Please, what's the job of the opposition? To oppose.
Exactly.
So if today now, Peter Obi hires me and says, Daddy Freeze, you are my spokesperson. You go hear me today. Atiku buy finance, he not pay money. This is the Amala joint in Ibadan, where Tinubu ate Amala and ran away till today. He has not paid the money. That is the job of the opposition. If we can remove sentiment and emotions, there's nothing Bwala did that was wrong when he was with Atiku, and there's nothing that he's doing that he is wrong with Tinubu. It's his job. Now, he probably did not put himself in the right space, so it made him look like he was a soldier of fortune, and he tried to address that, and this gentleman too tried to address it. For me, any political party you support, as long as you are respectful to me, I'll be respectful to you. I've said the only person I believe can do any change in Nigeria is Sowore. After Sowore, everybody else is equal. Except Tinubu now has more experience as a sitting president than both Peter Obi, who has only governorship experience, and Atiku, who has vice presidency experience. So when it comes to experience, I think Tinubu has experience in this crazy country, a bit more than the two opposition people. But if you were to choose me, I'll rather choose a virgin. And that's why I'll always say, is Omoyele Sowore for me. But I respect your choice. The day you don't respect my choice, that's when me and you will quarrel. You cannot tell me to like your candidates. So we have to be easy with this gentleman who is trying to explain himself and tell us this. I put it to you, my brother. Let me ask you a question. The whole Nigeria is blaming Tinubu.
If I can make some comment first.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen to me. Of course, you are at liberty. Everybody's at liberty to change their stance, their position. You can support somebody today and for ideological reasons, for whatever reason you can decide to change. But it's a different ballgame when you make a statement of fact. Daniel Bwala in this old video said Tinubu set up a militia, and he said there was even threats to his life. And that question was put to this is not a question of, oh, I disagree with your policy, or I think you're not qualified. You're making a statement of fact. Now, what is he blaming Al Jazeera for? What they did was that they asked you a question during the interview, which you denied. What they did was that they brought a video and put side by side what they asked you, what you denied, and put the evidence there. Is it saying that the evidence they brought that they put there, it was cooked? No. You made certain statement, and in broad daylight, you denying what you stated. So how do we now know that the freeze, all the things he said to you today in your life are not lies? Because somebody has shown that he is, excuse my language, that he's a pathetic liar. So what he said to you today, on what grounds should we believe what he even said to you today? Okay. Because the reason why he's doing all this damage control is the fact that they brought to him side by side what he said and what he was denying. Can I interject a bit, please? Please, that's fine. Okay, so first and foremost, I think it's good for I need to clarify that I'm not doing any damage control because I have not met Mr. Daniel ever in my life. Even on the day he came on there, after the session, he just went in back with Mr. Daniel and all that. So there is no need for damage control. We all watched it. I'm speaking as an eyewitness. What I witnessed with my unaided senses of sight and sound. Okay, so there's no need to do damage control. I'm stating what I saw. If I want to do damage control, there are some things that were said on the day that was not part of what many of you watched that I can say here. If I actually want to do damage control, I can say that those of us that attended the event on that day knew that those clips were going to come out. We knew those clips were going to come out because there were comments that were made on the day. You know, that was not part of what was shown. So we're not surprised that those different clips came out. As, you know, you can say it's fact-checking. I think what you are alluding to is that there was a fact-checking of the claims or the denial of Mr. Daniel. If you watched my earlier submission before we went off live and came back, I said that it appears to me that Mr. Daniel did not want to answer those questions. On the basis that, firstly, they are not difficult questions to answer. People can change positions in life. And secondly, because perhaps he had alluded to them in the session and also have answered them. If you go on YouTube, you will find instances where Mr. Boala made submissions, have stated the reasons why he has switched positions from Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to Mr. President. So it is not like this is the first time he's been asked those questions. He has always been asked those questions. And third, just to respond to what you just said now about fact, the statements that Mr. Bola made are not facts. Because facts are only established when they are tested through a proper judicial process and conforms to the rules of evidence. So at best,
I said he made a statement of fact. I'm not saying he established the fact. They are two different things entirely.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that
Bro,
they cannot be fact.
you can't say he made a statement of fact.
Those are not statements of fact.
You understand?
It is a simple legal language.
No.
Statement.
You said you can say he was assertive, but that's not a fact. Okay, so if it is a fact, why is he going back?
My statement is a statement of fact. That does not mean that the fact has been proven. They are two different things entirely.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is something can only be fact when it has been tested through the normal rules.
I did not say it is fact. I said he made a statement of fact. So if I say X, Y, Z, this happened, that happened, it is my statement of fact. That does not mean that the court would find.
No, if you say something, those are your claims. So it's not a fact. It's not a statement of fact to me,
brother. I am a litigation lawyer.
I'm also a senior lecturer in law.
If you give a statement,
fantastic. So you have a litigation lawyer versus a PhD in law. I love this. Let's go.
Let's debate. Let's talk about it. I don't know if you have a PhD in law, but I don't know if you have court experience. But let's not go into that. If you make a statement, what is contained in that statement is the facts. So it's a statement of fact. I'm not saying that the court's finding may be different, whether the statement of fact is correct or not. But
no, if you make a statement, that your statement are your claims.
Okay.
Do you have a PhD in law, my brother?
Yes, I do.
No, my other brother.
I don't have a PhD in law, but I'm a litigation lawyer. Let me say this.
Now, where are you a litigation lawyer? Where are you a litigation lawyer?
Let me put context to it.
Uh-huh.
There are a lot of law professors who have never appeared in court, so they don't even know what happens in the courtroom. Do you get my point? I'm not saying that is his case, but I'm just saying there are a lot of law professors who are professors of law who have never appeared before a judge, who have never conducted litigation in court.
Now, so, we are not in court. Also remember that. We are in the court of public opinion.
If you make a statement and you take it to court, those are your claims that you believe to be fact. It can only be fact when it has been tested through an objective assessment.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer, but as a religious, how do I put it, scholar, what I know to be fact is what is true. Facts are undebatable, undeniable. Daddy Freeze is a man. That is a fact. Daddy Freeze likes made man yo. That is an opinion. You can't prove it. The day you can prove it, then it becomes a fact.
I did not use the word fact standing alone. I said he made, okay, my brother, so what is a statement of fact? When somebody believes something and states it, the person is stating is making a statement of fact. Whether or not the court makes a finding, whether those facts are correct or not, is a different ball game. I said he made a statement of fact, an authoritative statement of fact that this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, that happened. Whatever fact you make is in support of your claim.
I think what I can
you know what? I think we're deviating from the issue.
I think
okay, let him respond. Let him respond, please.
I can respond. I think where the confusion lies is just because when you're preparing your briefs and you write these are my statement of facts does not automatically make them facts. They still
okay, so you agree with me that in practice, when somebody makes a statement, it is referred to as a statement of facts.
Yes, and that's why I was trying to explain to you.
So what are you then arguing about then?
Hold on. That's why I'm trying to explain to you that.
So what are you then arguing about? I said you made a statement of facts. You said I'm wrong. You make using that assertion.
Hold on. You can't say he made a statement of fact because he was not in court.
But you just agreed with me that when you make a statement of fact, you just agreed with me now.
No, I didn't agree with you. No, I didn't agree with you. You don't want me to speak.
All right, go ahead.
Allow him to speak.
You don't want me to speak. I know what you're talking about. When you're preparing your brief,
you are preparing a brief. Sorry, let me come in. You are preparing a brief to submit in court.
And you write it. What is written there is written statement of fact. That is what is written.
Yes.
But even though it is written statement of fact, they still remain your claims.
I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I said he made it.
So even in law, your statement of fact is still a claim.
That is the finding.
Hold on, brother. So even in law, let's establish this, that a statement of fact is still a claim.
It's still a claim.
It's in support of your claim.
So the statement that Mr. Bola made is not a statement of fact. It is not a statement of fact.
Okay.
You can't call a campaign a statement of fact.
He made some claims that the president did X, Y, Z. But you can't say they are fact because nobody has tested it to know the veracity of those claims. So you cannot say Mr. Bola made statements of fact.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a simple question. If I do a witness statement in support of my claim in court, can that be referred to as a statement of fact, even though the court has not made a finding on those things I'm asserting?
They are referred to statement of. No, I'm responding to your question. I'm responding to your question. They are referred to statement of fact. Does not automatically turn them to facts. That's what I'm trying to.
I'm not saying this again. I never said they are fact. I said he made it. So my question to you: so you agree with me that if I make a statement in support of my application before a court, it is referred to as a statement of facts, right?
My only question is, were they before a court?
Without any, because
no. Whether in theory or in practical, is it referred to as a statement of fact, my brother?
I'm responding to your question. Just because it's referred to a statement of fact does not make them facts. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not saying they are facts. That's why I didn't use the word fact. I used the word statement of fact.
That's responding to your question. Just because they are written statement of fact does not automatically turn them facts unless they have been tested through the right procedure.
I agree with you. So there's the finding of the court. So if I'm let me state this. If I have a claim before a court, or I have an application before a court, if I make a statement, right, it is referred to as a statement of fact. That does not mean that is the finding of the court. It is in that premises that it's in that context that I use the word that Daniel Bwala made a statement of fact. I did not say it is established.
He didn't make a statement of fact. What he made are claims.
Okay. Either way, we're not going to. So, but in any case, what I'm trying to say is this: it is obvious that I don't know what Daniel Bwala is really arguing about. They put side by side what you denied through the interview. They put side by side what you said in the past to prove that what the assertion of the moderator or the interviewer at that time was right. So was it complaining? It wasn't cooked up. So again, what I'm saying is this: if Daniel Bwala could lie, right, on national television, you can disagree with somebody without, telling a barefaced lie. Oh, that Tinubu set up a militia, that there's even threats to his life. Do you get my point? You said this kind of things, and then you said, oh, these things never happened. It means you're a pathetic liar. The fact speaks for itself. So that's why I will not take seriously what he's saying today to you, that the freeze or whatever he's saying thereafter, because somebody who is a liar is always a liar. It's just stomach infrastructure as far as I'm concerned. Daniel Bwala is, he speaks for whoever pays him. He's got no integrity, in my own opinion.
No, I think
so there's no reason why it should be. Well, it should be querying what Al Jazeera did. What they did was that they placed side by side what you said before, which you denied.
Now, I want you to tell you something, bro. It's like saying lawyers are liars. All lawyers are liars.
I disagree. Lawyers don't go to court to make statements. Lawyers go to court to argue based on.
See,
lawyers are not liars.
sorry, in my opinion, let me add. Because I don't go court before now. You go know, like they'll tell you, say, if you're talking like this, you enter this trouble. So just talking like this, and they go use legal, what do they call them? Baba, see, politicians, lawyers, pastors, as far as I'm concerned, are all varying degrees of the same menstrual cycle. A woman's menstrual cycle. There are some women, they will just see the BLOD, put pad, and be going around. There are some women, once it starts like this, they must be on admission in hospital. So you have the one that has no pain, doesn't feel anything, just sees, put pad, and you have the one that has to go to the hospital. And in between, there is a wide range of the one that will fall sick but not go to hospital, the one that feels small pain, the one that will get to the hospital but doesn't go to the hospital every single time. Is a wide range. But you see, at the end of the day, it is still the same woman's menstrual cycle. All politicians are the same. Bwala said Peter Obi asked him to work for him in 2003. Obasanjo, I'm quoting him verbatim. Obasanjo was in charge or was part of the Peter Obi agenda. Peter Obi, whether we agree that he wanted to work with Bwala or not, we all know he worked with Atiku as vice president. So if Peter Obi is good and Atiku is bad, please, what work were they doing together? You just need, the moment you get past the point where every politician is the same.
Daddy Freeze, sorry, you're doing a good damage control job for your friend.
I don't know. I met Mr. Bwala today for the first time.
Peter will be out of the matter.
No, because you see, at the end of the day, you are trying to make one politician look better than the other. As far as I'm concerned, all politicians are the same. Let me ask you a question. Did Peter Obi work with Atiku?
Daddy Freeze, we're not talking
Did Peter Obi work with Atiku? Was Peter Obi Atiku's running mate? So how come Peter Obi is good now and Atiku is bad?
It's not a fact in issue. We are talking about Bwala. Let's stay with Bwala. This is just. I know you are protecting your friend.
I'm not protecting my friend. I'm just saying the truth. My dear brother, are all politicians the same? I can mention. Look, all the governors that are supporting Asiwaju today, we're all from different parties. They have all joined Asiwaju. What does that tell you about Nigerian politics? In fact, what does that tell you about politicians globally?
politicians are free to change. Listen, people can change opinion on things.
Okay, so if Boala changes his opinion,
No. This is not opinion. That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. It's not a question of I do not support this because of this. When you're making Daddy Freeze, just like me saying that, Daddy Freeze called me, and this you never called me. It's different. For example, now both of us can disagree now, Daddy Freeze. There was a time I know, for instance, you don't believe in tithing, but there's a time you believed in tithing. You changed opinion.
I change opinion. I come out and say I've changed my opinion.
I know, but that's different. But if you come online and say, I spoke to this person, and this person did this, or this person did this, did that, you're making a statement. If tomorrow you now said, that thing you said is not correct, it means whoever did that doesn't have integrity. It's different from
now what Cletus is saying, I tend to lean towards. You can change your opinion, but denying what you said is a bit shaky. Even I agree that. So let's hear you, brother. Because me, I used to be. Yes, go ahead.
You know, what majority of people watch, or many people watched, was something that has been edited and broadcast. I was there as an eyewitness. And that's what I'm trying to tell my brother here, that it appears to me that Mr. Boala did not want to respond to those questions. You know, sometimes in the midst of interviews, you may be frustrated or something may come up. It appears to me that he did not just want to respond to those questions. That's why he said, I didn't say it and all that. It's not something that looks to me that he wanted to deny just like that. The reason why I say so is, well, I don't know how this will appear, but Mr. Boala also knew that those clips were going to be shown. Kind of, or should have known. Given what Mr. Mehdi said, that was not broadcast as well.
What did Mr. Mehdi say?
Okay.
Why are you asking me to bring John? Why are you not asking me to bring Bongoli? We already have somebody from Labour Party here. Why are you not asking me to bring Femi Aderogba from PDP?
This is not about Labour Party.
No, because I can't have a gentleman here and two people from Labour Party drilling him. How is that fair? How is that democracy?
I'm not a member of Labour Party, by the way.
Hey, you're a supporter.
Let me just
I'm a supporter of Peter Obi, but I'm not a member.
So how can I have two supporters of Peter Obi drilling one guy? Let me bring somebody from PDP. Let me bring somebody from APC. Then you can bring John. No problem. But so you already have somebody supporting and you are saying bring John. You see, this is the problem I have with Obi supporters. Anything apart from you people's opinion. Read the comments. Read the comments. Why are they not asking for Bongoli? Why are they not asking for Bongoli? See, you cannot deal with Boala's case as long as obedience are in my comment section, asking for me to bring John, to add to you that is supporting Obi, to have two people on Obi's side.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Bro, me, I do fair politics. Let's be fair. Let me bring Bongoli. Let me bring Femi Aderogba.
Talk about Obi and the different talk about that. The subject matter now.
Let's have two people from two different political parties talking to the young man who is a witness. I mean, the gentleman who is a witness. You will come talk. See that thing there? That the freeze leave Obi. Why? Just count. Bring John. Because everybody knows that John is a big supporter of Obi. Why are you people not saying bring Bongoli?
I don't mind. Bring anybody you want to bring. It's all okay.
I will still bring John, but I want to first bring Bongoli. Let's have a balance, democratic obedience. Let's have a balance. Why are you not asking for a PDP person to come and put mouth? And then now here's the sentiment. They are playing it underground. They will now say, Daddy Freeze, leave Obi. Oh, Daddy Freeze, leave Obi. I've read 14 comments. I stopped at 14. Bring John. Not one person has said we should bring Femi Aderogba. Not one person has said we should bring Bongoli.
Oh my God.
Daddy Freeze, the surprising thing about this is I don't know why right now in Nigerian politics, I don't know why if we want to discuss anything, we can't discuss without bringing Obi. Okay.
Because Obi's people are inside there trying to rig. Trying to rig.
Even Daniel Bwala came to talk about what happened in Al Jazeera. And then somehow I found a way to...
Not somehow. I asked him about Atiku and I asked him about Obi. But of course, Obi trended. Go and watch the full video. You didn't watch the full video. The same question I asked him about Obi, I asked him about Atiku. But Atiku did not trend. Once again, Obis are the ones trying to look for... What? Let me play what he said about Atiku to you. Shebi na me do the interview.
Mr. Bwala.
No. I would look for the part that he said. I asked him, I said, so what do you think about... What's your take? The same question I asked about Obi, I asked about Atiku.
We're boasting of non-oil. For example, an outsider who has never had experience in public service can come and change the vision. Then in terms of the quality of what you want to produce from...
I have to look for it. The same exact question I asked about Obi is the same exact question I asked about Atiku. Meanwhile, nothing concerned Obi inside. Daniel Bwala used to work for Atiku. Now he's working for Ashiwaju.
Yes.
I asked a question about Obi and I asked a question about Atiku. Atiku's people are not all over the place. Hey.
No, that's because he doesn't have supporters. That's what you should be.
You mean, okay, does Tinubu have supporters? Hold on, does Tinubu have supporters?
That come to your life.
Wait, does Tinubu have supporters?
Yes, he does now. He has supporters, yes, of course.
He has the entire government, the governors, almost all.
And now the
Good.
ruling class.
He has supporters, he has obas, he has governors, he has people on the street. He might not have the online supporters that Obi has, but he has supporters.
Let me quote Daniel Bwala. In one of the interviews, Daniel Bwala said that when you join APC, your brain stops working. I think that's what happened to him.
No, that's not correct.
Don't deny it, my brother, because they'll go and look for the video.
No, I'll look for it.
No. I mean, what I said is...
Me instead, throw me that question. Imagine I'm Daniel Bwala. Throw me that question.
No. You understand the context.
Throw me that question. That question that I just threw. Throw it to me. Hold on. Imagine I'm Daniel Bwala. Throw me that same question you threw me. That thing that you just said now. Throw it to me. What you just said now. That you once said. I'm just saying. Let me be Daniel Bwala.
That's waste of.
No, just let me give you the kind of explanation I would have given you if I were in his shoes. So ask me that this thing that you said.
Let me try it now. Daniel Bwala, some time ago, you said that if you join the APC, your brain stops working. Is that what is happening to you?
Although I did say, even though I'm not sure, it's something I could have said in my Saul moments. Now I'm in my Paul moments. I have seen the light. I have had the epiphany of working with Ashiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And in the light of the new facts presented to me, if I ever did make that statement, I take it back. Clap for me now, Mohbad.
You try. You did a far better job.
No, you see, you need to understand that when I'm thinking about it, I've thought about everything. If I were thrown on the hot seat and this was thrown to me back down, I might also have blundered. You see, guys, let me tell you something here. The only way Nigeria can ever move forward is if we all respect each other's choices and don't bully each other for our choices. That is Nigeria's hope. That is Nigeria's future. I respect people that support Peter Obi. The only reason why I troll them is because they troll me. Anytime you see me trolling Peter Obi supporters, just know that they trolled me the day before. I'm just doing my live and somebody could just come and type APC man, how are you? Do you understand? From where to where? APC people are fighting me for supporting Sowore. That's the painful part. All my friends in APC, Daddy Free, which day are you going to come and... They are not happy. But the difference between me And the average person is, I'm looking at the ball. I know nobody. The only person that probably will be able to solve Nigeria's problem, and I say it in my opinion, is Showore, because he has not yet been indicted and inducted into Nigerian politics. He was not with Atiku today, with this person tomorrow, with Ashiwaju today.
But the freeze, President Tinubu is also solving problems now.
Oh, I know he solved. I'm not
Exactly.
Between me and you, I will rate Tinubu as good as I will rate any other candidate. I've said it.
Yeah.
I don't believe Atiku or Obi can do better than Tinubu. Anything they are telling you that they can do better is in theory.
100% Obi will do far better than him.
No,
100%. I don't want us to go into that debate.
No, let's go into it now. Let's go into it. You have somebody that is inside the circle that can tackle you.
We debated this over and over again. We're going to do that some other time. Now, let's stay on topic.
Okay, what's the topic?
We have to demolish this guy and strip him naked. I'm talking about Boala himself.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. It's not fair.
I don't even need to do anything.
No, you've not done it.
No, I don't even need to do anything.
Oh.
It was a show of shame.
No.
I just said it. The guy is a pathetic liar.
No, he's not.
He is. That's why I would take whatever he's saying now to the freeze with no value. Because if he could say those things, how do I now believe that what he's saying now?
Can I ask you a question? If you have watched a video, what are some of the other things, apart from the 4-8 minutes of those denials, what are the other things that Mr. Bala responded to?
He responded to a lot of things. Obviously, there were a lot of questions.
Specifically.
Not enough.
I can't give you verbatim.
Hey, they don't catch Obedient. Obedient no watch the video.
So what you want me to do now? You want me to quote him what I can't.
Not quote him, but just paraphrase. Paraphrase.
What I'm saying is that the guy lied.
Let's talk about where he told the truth.
The video.
The 49 minutes. Okay, hold on. Sorry, brother. Don't talk.
Yes.
Out of that video, the 49-minute video that was released, how many minutes did you watch out of it?
Good.
I watched everything.
Good.
I watched everything.
If you watched everything,
yes.
Where Mr. Bola denied, or if you like, where what has gone viral, it's just about between 4 to 8 minutes. So it means the chunk of the broadcast contained other things. So what are the other things you picked from the rest 40 minutes?
What are the other things?
Yes,
I'm not. Listen. First of all, I didn't take. Well, I'm not. Listen, I'm not being interrogated here. So, but let me say this. Don't put me.
It's a question. I just put it's just a question.
If you want me to give you a deep analysis of all the things he said, I'll go and sit down and watch it, and then we can come and have the conversation.
Okay.
But the reason why I came here because of the damage control that Boala tried to do. In terms of Al Jazeera.
John, we have accepted your request. So where are you?
Do you understand?
But sir.
Yes.
I will. This is a problem with political followership and standship and supportership in our country, right? Many people are focused on the negative.
John, don't sleep. Una savior, don't sleep. John, wake up.
Oh, he slept. Many people are focused on negative components, right?
But do you know what I like today? Sorry, brother, to interrupt you. My brother, Josie, what tribe are you?
I'm from Delta. I'm in Shekiru.
Okay. If for sweet, we'll get 3 Igbo people going because John is Igbo. John don't. John they snore. John don't go. Hey. John, we brought you. You don't sleep. Oh, no, we bring you. All right. John is my guy. We love him very much. So all of you saying, bring John, I've brought John. Continue. I'm listening. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, so
we're rounding off in 5 minutes, though.
And followership is such that it's unimaginable that for a recording that was 49 minutes,
yes,
and it's the substance of the record, because those aspects were not actually the substance of the session. For 40 minutes, where substantive things were discussed, where Mr. Bola provided key information that Nigerians actually need. Because there is a need for citizens to follow what the government is doing. Many people are not paying attention to it. It is Mr. Bola's denial. Those denials they don't impact on sustainable economic development in our country. It's about what the president is actually doing, which Mr. Bola explained, which the citizens need to, because there is a lack of apathy in what governments do in the country. Citizens need to follow and be able to, engage with what the government is doing. Nobody is even talking about those explanations of Mr. Bola. They are talking about what he denied, whether he denied or he did not deny. I find it quite pedestrian, to be honest, to be dwelling in why Mr. Bola changed from Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to President Tinubu. And so what? There's a change. I think you're a lawyer. There's a change of position in law. When new information emerges that that dictates that somebody should change a position. And in partisan politics, you don't actually need any new facts to emerge. You can just decide to change. Maybe somebody has... The reason for partisan politics is first and foremost to win power. If you don't win power, be close to power. And, you can change without any reason. You don't actually need a particular reason to change. But Mr. Bola has explained why he is not supporting President Tinubu several times. So there is we're just wasting...
Okay, my brother, let me respond to you, right? Yeah. I have never disagreed with you that you can't change your opinion. I even give an analogy of that the freeze. I gave an analogy of him, and I did ask him, there was a time he believed in tithing, and for some reasons, he doesn't believe in tithing. That is change of opinion. That is change of what you believe, right? It's a different ball game when somebody says a statement that the person knows is totally false, and even when confronted with it, the person denied that he never made that. There are two different things. The quarrel here is not about whether or not Bola changed supporting. He's not the first person to switch camp. That's one thing we should know. I've said it time with that number. It's not the question of the fact whether that he changed the candidate he supports or not. That's
why did J.D. Vance change from Trump opposition to Trump vice president?
Again, it's the same thing I've said before. You can change. There are two different things. That the freeze, I've just said it to you now. Just the way people change, right? The reason why I said why I will not take anything Bola says. If you bring a witness before a court, right? One of the things they try to find out is if the witness is a credible witness. If the witness is proven not to be a credible witness, all of the testimonies, if not corroborated, all of the testimonies will probably be disregarded by the court. So what I'm trying to say here is this: if somebody is a pathetic liar, then I have no business believing whatever the person is saying, no matter how beautifully the person puts it. No matter how beautifully the person puts it.
I want to ask you a question, right?
Yes.
Let's assume, for the purposes of this discussion, that let's take it that Mr. Bola denied in his appearance in Al Jazeera.
Yes.
That clip is on YouTube.
Yes.
But there are other clips, other appearances where he did not deny the same questions.
I agree with
explained the reason why he departed from Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to President Tinubu. So when you see such both competing videos and sites, what would be your take on them?
Then probably he has selective amnesia.
That's why I told you he didn't deny it. Exactly. That's why I'm telling you that
he has selective. So at one point, so it's even you've just even substantiated my position that according to Boala, I'm quoting him now. When you join APC, your brain stops working.
No,
properly.
That's why
I was all done first. Okay. You asked me questions, I'm responding to you.
All right.
So in one breath, on Arise TV, I admitted I said this because of that, and on another platform, he said I never said it.
Yes. That's why
so
I told you.
I don't know what I really don't know what we're debating. It's as clear as black and white.
That's why I told you that on Al Jazeera, it did not appear to me that he wanted to deny. Because Hold on.
Sir, sorry, I don't want to cut you short. I think let me address this point. Let me address this point because you made this point. If you ask me a question, I don't want to respond to it. One thing I can say is that I choose not to respond to it. I've already given adequate response to that. Or you can say, oh, that's not the reason why I'm here. I'm not here to talk about my person. I'm here to talk about the policies of the government and stuff like that. It's a different ballgame when you say, you never said it. There are two differences entirely. Let's call a spade a spade.
No, let me just complete that. There are many ways you can respond to that. I was there. There are many instances where he had responded to those questions. And going by how the environment, you're speaking to what you watched on TV. You're not speaking to what you witnessed with your unaided senses of sight and sound. I was there. So the environment and the way the interview went, with the way it went, it does not appear to me that I didn't say it, I don't know, was a blanket denial. It appeared to me that, when you get to a situation where somebody cannot be bothered to respond to a particular question, you just give a response for the sake of giving the response. That's why I say he did not deny. It was not like he was denying that.
At this juncture, I will more lean towards the fact that at least in one instance, let's all be honest, Boala denied, and then there was evidence later, at least in one instance. The other ones could have been conjured and all that. But if you took time to watch the video, I'm not taking away the merit of the good things that he said about the government. I'm not going to say he's not a good spokesperson. But there was one, that very first one, that it looked to me like I don't think words are bigger than me. But you see, the thing is, Nigerians are not willing to give him a chance and hear him out. They're like, boom, good, nail his coffin, nail him inside the coffin, blah, blah, blah. And that's why in my first video I said, you see, all our politicians are the same. All politicians. I started off in a political party. After a while, I didn't like that political party again for one or two reasons.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Do you think that Mr. Bola denied those questions even when he knew that there are evidence to
That's the part I don't understand. Now, sometimes you don't make I tell you one story. Make I tell you one story when we were young. Make I tell you one story when we were young. Make I tell you when we were young one story. So that they always thief my uncle money. You understand? So my uncle come go buy camcorder. You know camcorder of that year. He come put in shirt on top of the camcorder. Come face him to the money. Now so my uncle's son Uche, because his mom was Igbo. That's why he sneak and inside the room. Now he carry the money. He go. So that day for Palace, everybody they call house because they always ask everybody, say, "Shey now you take the money?" Everybody go say, "No, be me." So as you enter house, the first thing they go say they go play you the video. So television, everybody they Palace once you enter house, they don't play you the video. You see, or you stand for that side. So everybody wants you sit down. As the elder sisters were coming in, as people were coming in, they were just playing the video for them. Everybody sat down, they wait. Now my guy entered, they say, "Now you take this money." I mean, now you take. He said, "God, I swear." Baba, now they play the video. Baba say, "I swear, no be me be that inside the video." So, sometimes in life, you not believe, say, evidence day. You understand? Maybe they don't. At least one, there was, I can't, if I stay here and I say, in all Daniel Boala's responses, I'm with him 100%. There was that one that, he gamble on, say, they don't forget the evidence. They can't bring the evidence.
No, he knew that there was evidence.
So why did he now deny then?
And that's why I'm saying he was not denying. He
Okay.
knew that there was evidence because we were told there. We were told
I'm scared of you. I'm scared of you.
No,
you were saying he was not denying.
you were not there. No, you were not. You were not there. Whatever you want to say,
You've been
were not there.
paralyzed too.
You were not there. We were
You've been
told that
paralyzed.
no, hold on.
Because
We were told that there was.
You see,
Wait, hold on. We were told that there was evidence of those things, and we were told that. Well, let me paraphrase. We were told that these denials, that when it will appear on social media and on TV, that it will not look good. But it was not broker. It was not part of the broker that you people saw. So everybody knew that it was evidence. So and that's why I'm saying that Mr. Bala was not denying because he knew there was evidence. It just couldn't be,
sorry, what is your definition of denying? Let's start with the definition of words. When you say Mr. Boala was not denying, okay,
Yes.
you said XYZ. No, I did not say it. Please, how do you want to define? Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a new meaning, whether in law or in everyday English, to denying. So tell me what's your opinion, or what is your definition of denying? Because you keep saying it was not denying.
Yeah, denying can only be denying when it can be logically defended. Because you can't deny when there is evidence. Yes, you cannot. Because Mr. Bola knew that there was evidence. So that's why I say he was not denying. He just couldn't be bothered to respond to the questions.
But he responded.
No, there are no. Those, do you know sometimes there is what we call is called apology without admission of guilt, and there is denial without admission of guilt. You can just deny for denying's sake, not that you meant it.
So he denied for denying sake.
Yeah, just because he didn't mean it. That's what I'm saying, because he knew there was evidence somewhere which can be put side by side with his responses.
Okay, so we are going to judge him by his conduct. We are not going to judge him because we don't know what is going. I know in law we talk about men's and actus reus, right? We're going to judge him. This is physical. We're going to judge him by his conduct. From what we could see there, he denied. So I really don't know if, unless you are saying that video is AI generated. Because every single Nigerian that saw it, that the freeze, did he not deny? Because I don't understand. Maybe there's a new meaning to deny.
The video is clearly not AI generated because I was there. What I'm saying is, you are looking at it literally. You know the methods of statutory interpretation. Sometimes you don't use the literal meaning of things if it will lead to ambiguity. So if you look at that denial, the literal meaning of denying, then you will make a mistake because there was evidence somewhere. So you can't be denying something where you know that there is digital footprints. That's what I'm trying to tell you, that denial is superficial.
Is it because there is evidence somewhere that makes what he's saying not denial? He denied. Evidence was brought to prove him wrong. But he denied. Denial simply means, oh God, did you say this? No. If I say, no, that did not happen, that's denial.
No, it's because he could not be bothered to respond. Because if you watch the beginning of the broadcast,
but he responded. You're saying he cannot be bothered to respond, but he responded.
No, I mean, to give cogent answer, let me say, he cannot be bothered to give cogent answer.
No, he gave answer when he said it did not happen or I did not do it. He gave cogent answer. Is full and final.
No, okay, what I mean cogent answer is he could not be bothered to give a reasonable, long talk or response. That's why he said, I didn't say it. I cannot remember. If you say they were just short phrases he was using. So those things are not, they're not what you call denial, sir. To be honest, he's not, I don't believe he denied.
Except the denial has, because even if you want to go in legal palace, right?
You're a lawyer, you know denial has several meanings. You're a lawyer, you know denial.
I don't know. Tell us in what context that is not a denial. I want to know. Just tell me in what context.
You're a lawyer.
At least you have a PhD. I don't have a PhD. I only have a first degree in law. So tell me. I have a first degree, yes, I'm practicing it. But tell me. I want to know. So school me now. School me.
Denial can be influenced by the context in which it was made. And certain types of denial have to be reasonable.
You go and say the denial, bros.
No, that's what you asked a question, and I'm trying to explain to you. And I'm trying to explain to you that subjective and objective context to circumstances and events can impact on things that are said or done, including denial. Okay. Exactly. So
At
that's why
this
I
juncture,
give up,
I
give
think
up.
I have to draw the
I give up.
curtains. At this juncture, I think I have to draw the curtain. I'd like to appreciate both gentlemen, learned fellows, one with his PhD in law and the other a litigator. Did I get that correct?
I'm a litigation lawyer, yes.
A litigation lawyer.
I'm in the UK actually. I practice in Nigeria and I'm currently in the UK.
Awesome.
Practicing in the UK.
I love these kind of debates. I said that after the Shei Law versus Idris debate. I love people disagreeing but still being respectful of one another. I love this debate, and I don't know. I didn't block anybody in the comment section today. You understand? Because even the comment section, whatever side you took, you were respectful about it. If we continue like this, we'll enjoy conversations around politics. I don't have to I agreed with the gentleman, my brother. Let me address him properly. Your name is
Dr. Obiajuwama.
Dr. Obiajuwama.
Obiajuwama.
Dr. Obiajuwama, and my brother Josie. I agreed with Josie in some instances, with Dr. Obiajuwama in some instances, and in some instances I disagreed with both of them. I took my own stand, but at the end of the day, it is respectful for us to hear each other out, debate one another. I love the fact that on my platform today, I had learned fellows, not people off the street supporting a political party. People who could throw around words and legal parlance. I almost felt like I was a judge. Meanwhile, I never go law school. So thank you guys so much for this. Thank you. I'm sure everybody in the comment section enjoyed this. We had a huge turnout for a political conversation. Normally, we don't have 300 plus people watching anything that has to do with politics. You only see that when somebody slept with somebody collected somebody's husband, somebody did this thing and bite inside. You understand? So I want us to be encouraged to have more conversations like these, so we can have a better understanding of our polity and grow our country to be a country where intelligent parlance can take place as often as possible. God bless you guys. Do have a lovely. And since it's already after one, no more midnight today. You guys will sleep well. We are going to sleep, everybody. I'm not coming back at midnight. God bless you guys.